What's up, folks? Welcome back to another live stream. Um, for those of you who don't know, that don't know, I have a free Discord. I'm not selling anything. I'm just trying to build a community with like-minded people who want to learn more about trading, help each other, share their trades and stuff. So if you're interested, definitely check out the link in my bio. That leads you directly to the Discord channel. On YouTube, you can click the link directly. On TikTok, I don't know, for whatever reason, TikTok doesn't lead you directly to Discord. It does allow it, so you have to click on these 3 points and then go to look via web. So yeah. So I guess let's start with the analysis on NQ. Um, Pay attention to the rollover. So the March contract for MNQ is about to expire. So now you want to roll over to June contract. And that's the reason why we have this huge gap on a daily. Okay, obviously you don't have it on the front month now, but if you go to the continuous chart and click on not adjusting, so now you can see the continuous chart that is not adjusting the contract month. Okay, and every time during the rollover period you have this huge gap that forms about in the rollover month on the 16th or 17th. For example, if you go back to here, September 16th, you also had this huge gap. Okay, and also in here you had this huge gap in here on 16th in December. If you go to B adjusts, these gaps go away. Okay, so it's not easy to navigate in these types of environments. It's better if you just mm, maybe sit still for 1 to 2 or 3 days and see what the market is wanting to go to. For example, if you go to B adjusts, now B adjusts, if you are on a continuous chart, okay, and you go to B adjusts, then this is one to one the same thing as the front month for June contract. And if you toggle it off, then you have the normal continuous chart. Okay, so yeah, it's not easy how to deal with the gap, because yeah, on the contract month there is no gap, and on the continuous chart there is a gap. Like I said yesterday, I was wanting to see price. Oh, okay. Now let's start with that discount wick. Okay, our high time frame bias is bearish. We want to see these relatively equal lows be taken out eventually in a couple weeks or months. So long term bias is bearish, high time frame bias. But for now, we are still inside of this consolidation range. Okay, I hoped price was willing to close below on this midpoint, but obviously we didn't. So I said yesterday, therefore we need to watch this premium wick, and if we are willing to close above the midpoint, then we are likely to see a continuation to the buy side, or just a retracement back into this consolidation range. And as you see, we are seeing that on the continuous chart. But if you go on to the contract month, okay, we have a nice update so far, but you don't know where this day closes today. Okay, so this could eventually also just be a wick, um, or it could close above this wick's midpoint. Of course, if you change between uh, be adjusts, you see these levels don't agree. So yeah, um, yeah. So it's kind of difficult how to deal with this gap on rollover days. Um, so yeah, we have this problem right now, and we also have FOMC tomorrow, and we are still inside this consolidation range. So today's trading day is really really tough. I mean, maybe not really really tough, but it's definitely not easy. Okay, so um, tomorrow I don't want to be trading tomorrow, so maybe we have a day off tomorrow. I don't know, maybe. But today, I think would be just a tape reading session. Maybe we get a nice setup, but that remains to be seen. Since I guess we are likely to see a closure above this week's midpoint. My bias for today's trading day is bullish, and I want to see if price is maybe willing to take buy side in here. Okay, but before this buy side, we have these relatively equal highs that are in striking distance. Okay, so let's go back to contract month, and yeah, so let's delete this business on daily chart. Let's go back to the June contract month on MNQ. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. We also have this little gap right here. That's a volume imbalance, so it's inefficient in buy side and sell side. We have witnessed sell side delivery, so it's still lacking in buy side, and we have this relatively equal highs and this inefficiency. So I can imagine price drawing up further towards this volume imbalance. So my bias for today is rather bullish. Let's see, it's dropped down into the 15-minute chart. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm a little late today. So normally I start the live stream at around 9:15 a.m. Today I started the live stream at 9:31 or 2. So I was a little late. I was in a gym today, and took a little bit longer also with having and breaking my um fast. So no, so yeah, I'm not doing Ramadan. I'm intermediate fasting for a long period now. So yeah, we have beautiful, relatively equal highs here. London low from Monday, and London low from today. So maybe let's just turn on the ICT kill zones. Okay. So yeah, pre-market relatively equal high lows. Beautiful sell side resting here, so that's more than obvious. But now we gotta see how far price is wanting to go towards these. Where is it? Yeah, these relatively equal highs here. So buy side resting above here. Um, let's see. So this is this week's price action: Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. Okay, so this is last week's high. Um, Monday's last week's low, and this is Thursday's high. Okay, so we had a huge premium opening gap. If we look at the opening range gap, no. Okay. So huge opening range gap. Maybe not huge, but definitely a significant premium opening range gap. And we are drawing further up into Thursday's opening range gap. So I guess that's a draw to fill in this gap. And the opening range gap from Thursday high level is also aligning with the daily volume imbalance that I was hinting at. So let's see how far price is willing to reach up into that opening range gap from Thursday. Again, bias is bullish, but as you can see, I don't want to be part of a bullish move right now. That would be chasing price in my opinion. So yeah. Um so first present for value gap in here. Use the high level. Give me a second. I grab a bottle of water. Ah. So what I didn't notice, let's go back to the daily. We have a fair value gap in here. Um, so actually this would be the fair value gap, or it would even be a suspension block. But I just checked the NQM, so this is the micro Nasdaq, and I just checked the mini Nasdaq, and there's no volume imbalance in here. So whenever there's a fair value gap on NQ and on MNQ, um, or a fair value gap on a daily on MNQ, I look at the NQ chart and look if there is the same fair value gap. And on the NQ M 2026, there's no volume balance in here, so the fair value gap would be just this one. So that's the reason why I'm not including this volume balance and only this volume balance. So that's the fair value gap I'm looking at. Put the quadrants levels on it, and you see the midpoint. So since we are bullish for today's trading day, you want to see price trade up into the upper half and maybe also inverse this fair value gap. And yeah, then we have to see if we see a body closure above this daily fair value gap, then would be more likely to also draw up into these relatively equal highs right here. But yeah, we have to see how price is using this fair value gap. Okay, so that's too much on the chart right now. Or maybe just for completeness sake, NQ and as you can see, there's no volume imbalance in here, but there's a volume imbalance in here. So therefore value gap would be this one right here. Back to M and Q and drop into the 1-minute chart. Again, Thursdays. Why is this? Give me a second. Because okay, no. um, okay. Bro, why is it so complicated? Let's use the eighth. Okay, so let's see. Bro, price just taken off. I gotta be honest. Um, I don't like these types of conditions, or yeah, New York sessions where we just take off, and yeah, buy side is still um yeah, that's a disadvantage of also the rollover time. Um, if you go to the front month now, but the last contract month, March, is not already um is not expired yet. You have this gappy type price action when you look to the left. So that's a little bit annoying. But that goes away when the contract month of March expires. So yeah, that's the reason why in the beginning, or not only in the beginning of the rollover period, but in general, you should be monitoring and looking at the continuous chart and also at the front month. So blind both of them together, and there you go. So so not only on the opening range gap chart we have relatively equal highs, but also on the regular trading hours chart. So we definitely have some beautiful sell side, but price just too far away in my opinion. So yeah, also this minus sell side liquidity, they could act as a draw, but yeah, I guess sell side not is not the call for today, but rather buy side. But yeah, price just already moved a lot towards buy side, so I don't want to be buying um in a premium. So sitting still for now. Maybe we'll get a setup towards the latter part of the New York session. We see. we will see. Also, ICT is live right now. I decided to just continue with my live stream. I was contemplating whether or not I'm looking ICT's live stream, but yeah, maybe let's just drop into ICT's live stream real quick and see what he's looking at. Um, it's a while ago that he was streaming and doing commentary on price action, so why not looking at it? So okay, so also June contract month, and he's looking at the suspension block. Okay, interesting. I think he's going to teach a new concept. I don't know because I just took a little um I just peeked in, and he just used this suspension block, so this whole entire Fair Valley gap, and also uses this Fair Valley gap in here. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what he was talking about it, and but yeah, that's what I'm going to look at after my live stream. But interesting. But his chart looks a little different. But he's also looking at micro E-mini Nasdaq futures June contract. But I guess okay, he's using that chart. Okay, fair enough. Um, okay, so why is ICT using this one right here? Um, I gotta be honest, I forgot to check out the chart right here with toggling this on and off. ICT is saying toggling it off or on. It's both equally important. Just use the one who's showing bigger inefficiencies, and as you can see, the volume balance on top of this candle is way bigger than here. So this entire Fair Valley gap is a lot bigger on the chart, toggling it on. So that's why he's looking at this right here. Makes sense. And yeah. And then he's not only using, okay, maybe let's just delete this one right here and these levels and just keep track on what he's using. So he uses this suspension block, and also let's just keep it simple. And also this tiny, not tiny, but this Fair Valley here. Okay. Okay, let's go back to woman chart. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Can I? better. So yeah, like I was telling you, first percent fair value gap right here. First percent fair value gap of today's New York session. Hmm. So I cannot hear what he's saying. I don't know what his bias is, but yeah. Um, so yeah, let's delete these levels. Um, yeah. So yeah, gotta be honest, it's not easy right now because, like I told you, we moved up a lot, so that's I'm not viewing this as manipulation for today's trading day. So I guess um everything, every retracement I'm seeing right now, that's not that's an actual retracement. I am viewing this as an actual retracement. I'm not viewing this as a reversal point. So I want to see how price is using the first percent fair value gap. I rather want to see this first percent fair value gap to hold price higher. So I want to see price respect these first percent fair value gap levels. Um, use the upper half like we do right now, and look for some continuation to the buy side. I don't know what ICT is talking about right now. But yeah, we see. So it could do both. It could hold price higher. That's what I'm gun to my head. Okay, I'm not having a clear target. Um, to me, in my experience, it looks rather more bullish. But yeah, that's a type of market condition that we are in right now that I'm not quite sure. So that's the reason why I'm sitting still. And you gotta be okay with that. There are times, or there are going to be times where you don't have a clear bias, you don't have a clear target, or you don't know where price is actually drawing to. I have an idea, and my idea is long, but yeah, it's not. It's an idea. It's not a game plan for me. So most of the times, like also in the last live streams, most of the times I'm going in the session already having a game plan, and that's a day today where I actually don't have a game plan. So I'm looking for what the market is um, going to provide me with in terms of more information. So it looks like we inverse this first percent favati gap right now. That's interesting. That's not too bullish. We see where this candle closes. Of course, we have this opening range gap that we could draw into. So, like I told you in the beginning, I told you to watch these levels. Thursday's opening range gap. And so far, we were only willing to trade up into it more or less up into the midpoint. If you also have the eighth on, it's probably using an eighth level, quadrant level. Um, so definitely a premium array that we respected. So if we are able to inverse this first percentile value gap, then we are going to see a run lower inside today's opening range gap. So far we respect the low end of the first percentile value gap. Let's see if price can hold price, if the first percentile value gap can hold price above. Um, I'm looking at ICT stream right now. I cannot tell what he's saying. It's muted. But yeah, we more or less have the same PD arrays on the chart. Now, okay. Hmm. You see the reaction off of the opening range gap high level. But not today's opening. Oh, bro, I don't know. I'm tired. But not today's opening range gap high level. Look, I was telling you to monitor Thursday's opening range gap level. So see where price is being repelled from. Now, if we were able to trade inside today's opening range gap level, if we now trade above again, above this first present fair value gap, that would align with our rather bullish bias for today. So we could see this one being used as a reclaim first present fair value gap, because us or price not being able to trade lower inside the opening range gap level, that's actually indicating strength. So that could have been used as an entry right there. That's what I'm looking at for right now. I'm not telling you to buy or sell. I'm just tape reading this one and sharing my opinion with you guys. So let's see. Mm. So if we are in fact bullish, we don't want to see price respect bearish PD raise. That's a bearish order block, okay? So we want to see price trade through order block, okay? And disregard bearish PD raise. And we want to see bullish PD raise, hold price higher, okay? So Okay, so if we now look at S&P 500 and the Dow, the other two averages, Dow is definitely moving lower. S&P 500 is kind of looking like NQ right now. So if I was in a trade right now, I'm not in a trade, as you can see. I'm tape reading this one. I guess I would be exiting and closing my position because I see a decoupled market. MYM, so our Dow is moving lower, while S&P 500 and NQ are moving higher. So that's not too bullish. So I would be closing my position because I don't want to be trading in a decoupled market while also tomorrow is FOMC and while we are inside of the rollover period. So close that shit. Would have been a little bit above break even. Um, yeah, it could still pan out and go to buy side, but I don't mind. This is just not high probability condition. So we keep on sitting still, doing nothing. I guess ICT's live stream is over. Yes, it is. That was a short little live stream. A brief one. Um, that was still moving lower. NQ trying to keep up the strength. But we'll see. We will see. So we traded down into first percent Favali gap again, and also order block these consecutive. Okay, not on 2 minute, 1 minute, but if you go to 2 minute, okay, yeah, okay, nope. Um, okay, we still have not traded down into this order block here right now. So still inside. Okay. See how we just wicked higher and wicked higher, but we were not able to close strong. We are still meandering around at the order block open and this order block. So we are definitely respecting bearish PD arrays, this entire bearish order block. If you grade this, look how we went up into the midpoint mean threshold of this order block. Okay, so now it's interesting. Are we able to close above this mean threshold? If so, I want to see also a close above this fair value gap, and then we are likely to see continuation higher. Let's see where this candle closes. Okay, close above mean threshold, wicked up into the midpoint of this fair value gap. Okay, so I'm glad I'm not in a trade right now, so just tape reading this session. I could argue either sides, both sides. So I could argue us going higher, but also us moving lower. So, um, what did ICT say? If you can argue both sides, that's a high probability. Okay, so we sit still. I forgot to check if my live stream on YouTube is working. So, but everything seems to be fine. There you go. So bro, it's kind of funny. Um, this reminds me of the live stream I did on December. I don't know exactly what date it was, but it was back in December 2025. We had the same situation, rollover. So last contract month expires, new contract month is being used. We also had some type of high impact news driver coming. I don't know what we were expecting, but market structure was the same. Opening range gap, first presented fair value gap in here, traded up higher, came back down, and I was trying to basically I was looking at a market maker sell model, so I was wanting to see low prices, and I was like trying to short in here. I got stopped out in here, then price traded up. Also, like market structure really was the same. Also, this fair value gap here was a breaker. Price traded up into this fair value gap again, then got repelled lower from, trying to use another short setup and got stopped out again, and price ultimately moved to the upside, and I was being chopped up and whipsawed. So yeah, I don't want to be stuck in this kind of market environment trying to trade and cowboy up. That's stupid. I mean, for me personally, the only valid trade setup that I could have used, but would have been against my bias, would just be this little scalp. When we inversed this fair value gap close below, trade up into it, you could have used, I could have used this as a little scalp just from fair value gap to first percent fair value gap because it was still uncertain if we use this first percent fair value gap to go higher, or if we use it as inverse or as a reclaimed fair value gap. So yeah, that's a valid short. Now it would have been up to you if or how long you were willing to hold on to the trade. But it could have also used this first percent fair value gap to reverse from here and go higher. Now it did go down to the opening range gap high level and then reverse from here. So still viewing this as an retracement, and I want to see price ultimately moving higher, taking out this buy side. But yeah. Yeah, like I told you, I was trying to short back in the live stream I did on December. Tried to short, wasn't profit, was trying to hold on to this trade, got stopped out. Okay, it's not the identical, the same market structure, but really similar to the trade I was taking in December. I don't know the date exactly, but definitely did a live stream. Um, like in here, respected the inverse Favati gap. Then I was trying to short in here, trying to um, hold for the opening range gap midpoint. Didn't get it. So I think still we are ultimately going higher and take out these relatively equal highs. I guess we are going to see that happen during the 1050 to 1110 macro. So um, macro would be here. Maybe we can squeeze a nice little bullish scalp during the macro. We'll see. We will see. Definitely not trying to short this one. No, I'm just looking at other people's live streams right now, and more people are going long, short. Um, yeah, definitely not interested in shorts. I get people shorting right now are going to get chopped out. If not, good for them. I don't care. I'm just tape reading and still having bullish bias. So drop back down in the first person for value gap. Um, so auto block right here. OB. Bro, yesterday's live stream was insane. Um, we were at no, that's the wrong one. We had like $301 profit. Then we took a trade, beautiful trade. Um, I would have been up 440 some dollars. What happened? Price wicked down into I was shorting, just market making sell model shorting the first stage of distribution. Um, shorting, uh, take profit got hits, but price just wicked down into take profit. My TP didn't get filled. I didn't get filled. And then price reversed on me. I strangled the trade, so I got only $40 instead of $140. So that was a little annoying. But yeah. So let's see. So I don't want to take it on my main demo account. I just take it on the no on my just practice drill account and see if we can get a little scalp to the buy side. Okay. So people going short at their stop loss here. They got stopped out right now. want to have a bigger retracement. Do we get it? No. No. Yes. Hmm. I don't like how we are respecting this Fair Valley Gap. Let's see. So I'm taking that on a drill account, just a practice account. Normally I wouldn't trade, but just of sake of entertainment sake, I'm taking this trade and see if I can finesse the market. Again, it's not the conditions right now. We have FOMC tomorrow. Market is being manipulated heavily right now. Um, again, FOMC tomorrow, and also rollover time period. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm not taking this trade on my real account that I'm trying to grow. But yeah, again, just looking for a little scalp for entertainment sake, entertainment purposes. So normally I wouldn't, and I'm not taking this uh, on a serious account, like real account. So I'm having like a practice drill account, demo account, and a real demo account that I'm trying to grow. So yeah, if I had a real money like live account and a demo account, definitely I would be taking this on demo account. Just yeah, again, just for practice. Um, yeah, so far respecting the order block open level, reclaimed Fair Valley gap, midpoint respected. Okay. Also this Fair Valley gap, midpoint respected. Okay. So now we want to see price get above this Fair Valley gap right here. Um, macro starts in a minute. So we have 10:49 right now. So let's see. I want to see price take off during the macro and go for these highs. Ah. So 1050. I will definitely want to see price get above this Fair Value gap because why? because we are respecting Thursday's fair value gaps, opening range gaps, midpoint. So this is definitely something you don't want to see if you go long. So retracement down into this fair value gap. Only a wick so far. So if price again is able to close higher above this upper quadrant level, that's indicating bullishness. So let's see. I don't care. Nope. I guess we are wrong. And that's okay. It's a practice account. I told you. Do not trade this type of environment. And respected this auto block. Bro, these fucking lines. Come on. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. Oh, respected the midpoint. There you go. Stop me out, boy. Come on. Nope. Okay. Still respecting this order block. 15-second order block. 10:52 macro. This fair value gap is still not traded too, so that's a good sign. Still acting as a breakaway gap, respecting this order block. Let's see if this order block holds up. Again, we are still respecting this Thursday's opening range gap midpoint, so that's not too bullish. Maybe let's even drop down into the 5-second and let's see what the 5-second chart. So relatively equal highs, retraced lower, respected order block. Now let's see if price is willing to trade higher. Oh, okay, wicked higher. Okay. Let's go back to 15-second chart. See, this kind of price action is just, you don't want to be trading in this type of environment. Yeah. 10:55. If we are going to trade above these highs, I reduce risk by 50%. I want to see close above these highs, and ideally also a close above this fair value gaps midpoint, and also this red line, which is Thursday's opening range gap midpoint. So let's see. Now we traded through this open level, so that would be validating this entire order block as a valid order block. No, you don't want to see a wick higher. You want to see price close strong. Nah, I'll reduce risk. Stop loss just below this reclaimed fair value gap. Bro, this is some price action. Again, FOMC tomorrow. Generally, the geopolitical upheaval that we are witnessing right now, all these factors are contributing to this price action right now. Also, rollover month. Rollover month, yeah. Rollover time period. Yeah. Let's just delete this one for a second. And is it actually? Yeah, okay. Hell of a price action right now. Stopped out? No? Almost. $10.59. Stops me out right now. Bro. What the hell? Okay, what's S&P 500 doing? Yeah, S&P looks like NQ just consolidating, meandering around. Dow also not doing too much. Okay, there you go. Finally. So, yeah. That's the business for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I gotta see if we are live streaming tomorrow. I'm not sure. Because yeah, like I told you, tomorrow is FOMC, and yeah, I probably strangled the trade. in this type of environment. Um, yeah, maybe let's just see if it works out. Mm, what was the entry? Somewhere in here. Yeah, a little higher. Stop loss. Like in here. Mm, yeah. Come on, boy. Let's get it. Okay. I guess I don't know. It takes too long. Um, if I'm not live streaming tomorrow, then definitely on Thursday and Friday this week. So be there. I guess price action would be better than it is right now. So yeah, be safe and see you on Thursday.